Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video I want to talk about one of the key benefits in doing mobile first designs in Figma. So I'm in my website mockup here, and I've done a lot of pre-work to get the branding and color palette and text styles and everything uniform for this mockup for this video. So I've done all that prior to this point, but I want to talk about one of the benefits that you can get from using a mobile first design. So if we look at these different frames, this is a desktop mockup, and then this is the mobile mockup. And so you can see that in this case, this mobile mockup is really similar to the desktop mockup. But if we go to the About page, which is right here, I'll kind of scroll down a little bit. That's the simple About page. And then on desktop, there's a different layout. So it's got this kind of card layout here with these three different sections and then our footer. And then again, if we look at a services page here with some placeholder text, lorem ipsum text, we have services on mobile, and then we have our services on desktop. So here we have kind of a traditional hero section with a 3-column layout. And again, placeholder text. So these would actually be service 2 and service 3. So the benefit is when you're doing it on mobile, you're more constrained to this size. There's not a lot of room for you to do kind of crazy layouts. It helps you to keep things simple. So when you design a mock-up for mobile, I'm going to create a new frame here. So I'm just going to use this iPhone 13 and 14. So when you're creating on mobile, you're constrained to what can fit in this section versus a desktop mockup, which has all of this area that you can use, and you can get some really different layouts here. So I have this open here on another tab in Dribbble. Bento grids are all the rage right now in the web design community. People are using them all over the place. They're used in Wix Studio websites. They're used in all kinds of websites, and there's some really cool designs that are coming out of these bento grids. Like this is a really clean one right here. But if we look at this one, for example, it's not that this is a bad design. It's just, what would this look like on mobile? What would this bento grid look like on mobile, and how would these different sections work together in a nice cohesive way? So that's the benefit of doing this on mobile first and then moving to something else. You can make sure that everything that you need for this web page is going to fit properly and going to be cohesive and look great before you ever move it into desktop. And it's kind of taking the approach of starting with the simpler option and then customizing it further on desktop. Now, to be honest, when I do my web design projects in Figma, most of the time I do start from desktop, just because my sections that I create are usually pretty simple, 1-column, 2-column, 3-column layouts. Every so often I'll have a layout that might need something different, but I like to keep things simple. And so it's pretty rare for me to run into something that won't work on mobile or that will be tricky to convert to mobile. But if you have a section like this, like a hero section with a complex bento grid with text elements and images and different sections that you need to all fit together, then you might want to take a mobile first design approach to make sure that everything is going to work on mobile first before you ever move it into desktop. So I actually think this is kind of fun to do it this way with both options, because then you know exactly how it's supposed to look, and then you can customize a little bit. So like this one with a different background color, and then this one with, again, different colors. So then you can kind of break it out and see both options. And then also the benefit of doing it this way in Figma, at least, is you can see side-by-side comparisons. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. Here's my mobile homepage, my desktop homepage. Here's my mobile about page and my desktop about page. And then here's my services page on mobile. And then here is my services page on desktop. So you can kind of see the differences there, and then if you needed to further customize this desktop version, that's where you could get more animations or more complex sections and adding something in like this bento box grid, or something completely different, maybe that just has a lot of moving pieces and components. And some of these are really pretty cool. They just have to also work on mobile, and maybe there'd be some of these sections you would cut out, or maybe you just lay these out in kind of rows or columns, or it all just kind of depends on the best way to lay it out. But doing it on mobile first would help you get there faster, so you'll be able to see what it looks like here and then kind of take that next step. So I hope that's helpful, just to highlight one of the benefits of doing mobile first design. And you could really, without even doing these desktop pages, you could do all of these mobile pages by themselves first and then convert them over to desktop if you wanted. So I hope that helps, and I will see you guys in the next video.